Hey, what's up? Why are you running?
Help. You have to help me.
What's wrong?
I'm being chased by something.
What are you being chased by?
I don't know. Some horrible monster.
What kind of monster? Does it have a name?
A name? You mean like Brian? Or Jeremy? I don't know what its name is.
I mean what type of monster it might be. Every monster has a name that refers to the type of monster it is. Describe it, please.
I don't know. I think it wants to eat me.
It wants to eat you? Then you mean a cannibal?
No, it's not a cannibal. I think it is something dead.
Oh, it's dead. Is it moaning?
Yes, it moans a lot.
So it's a ghost.
No, it's not a ghost. I know what a ghost would look like. It's dead like it has been dug up from a grave.
Oh, I see. That sounds like Frankenstein's monster. He was dug up from a grave and stitched together.
No, that was just a story, and there is more than one of them.
Ah, so it is a separate race of undead creatures. Well then it must be a vampire.
No, it's not a vampire. I know what a vampire is, you idiot.
If it's not a cannibal, and it's not a ghost, and it's not Frankenstein's monster, and it's not a vampire, then what kind of monster are you running from?
I don't know. It's shuffling after me.
It's shuffling after you? What is it then? Some kind of blackjack dealer?
No. It's dead and it's moaning and shuffling after me. I don't know what it is, however.
Is it all gross and decaying?
Yes, it's very gross. There are bits of its flesh hanging off and it smells very bad.
That sounds gross, but I know what it is now.
Oh, you do? Then what is it? What is the monster that's chasing me, Mr. Monster Expert?
It's a mummy. They're dead, and they moan and shuffle while bits of their flesh fall off.
No, it's not a mummy. I have seen plenty of movies with mummies. It does not have bandages.
I don't believe that this could be some new kind of monster. How come you don't know what it is called? Haven't you ever seen a horror movie, or read a horror book?
It's dead, but it's not a ghost. It wants to eat me, but it's not a cannibal. It came from a grave, but it's not Frankenstein's monster. It's trying to bite me, but it's not a vampire. It's moaning and it is dropping gross bits of flesh everywhere, but it's not a mummy. It's something that we don't have a word for. It's like it's the living dead.
The living dead? And there are lots of them. When did all this start?
Last night.
So it was a night of the living dead?
Yes, but also this morning when the sun came up.
So there was a dawn of the dead as well?
Yes, and it has been going on all day.
Wow. A day of the dead. I've never heard of anything like this. And even though they were dead, they are now walking around again? So it is like a return of the living dead?
Yes, but it's not like they're actually living. There is nothing going on behind their eyes. They were moving, but they were sort of empty inside. A bit like Republicans.
If only we had a word for that, we would know what to call them. But for now, we'll have to come up with something that describes them in an obvious and boring way, even though they are very dangerous and strange. Let's call them walkers. You know, because they walk around.
Why don't we call them shufflers? They don't really walk very well.
Because then they might get confused with blackjack dealers.